What is up, everybody? Time to do another Steelbook unboxing. It has been a while since I've done one of these. I've gotten a lot of new Steelbooks in the mail that I should have done unboxings for. I have this whole bag. There's like 22 Steelbooks in here that I need to unbox. I've got Halloween, the new Halloween. I've got Venom that I've been meaning to do. A bunch of other ones. So I will eventually do like a whole video of me unboxing these Steelbooks or just opening them at some point. I was going to do Venom way back at Christmas time, but I got busy with the holidays and never got around to doing it. And I wanted to watch it again before I did a review. This one that I'm about to do, I don't even really need to rewatch it because it is freaking amazing. I love this movie. Very easily one of the best, if not the best. I'm gonna say it's gonna be my number one. I loved this movie, but I do gotta give a shout out to Best Buy with their pre-orders. I always get them way ahead of time. With Venom and with this one, I got them on Saturday. Today's Monday. I meant to do them a little bit sooner. But on the weekends, I don't look. My hair is kind of a mess, and it's all over the place. And not that it's that great right now, but usually it's kind of all over the place, kind of a mess. So, and now it's not so bad. Anyways, so I will eventually do a review of Venom and Halloween. I already did a Halloween review, but anyways, this is about this movie. But yeah, I got this on Saturday, but I usually get them on Mondays. There's very few times. There's maybe two times, and those are movies that have already been out that they just made Steelbook versions of that I got. But brand new movies, I always get either Monday, or in the case of Venom and this one, I got like a couple days before Saturday is with the last Venom and when I got this one. But we're going to be talking about, if you didn't already know by the title, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. For some reason, they didn't put this, the Steelbook at least, on 4K, which kind of disappointed me because I always get them in 4K, which they generally always do. I think the only other case that I got one that wasn't a 4K for some reason was Kingsman, The Secret Service, which I ended up picking up 4K of that for Black Friday. So now I just will replace that and put it into that Steelbook. So, anyways, this is my number one favorite Spider-Man movie. This is such a good movie. I easily give this a 5 out of 5. I loved this movie. This says Academy Award nominee, Best Animated Feature. A little late because they actually did win the Oscar for Best Animated Feature. But I seriously loved this movie. Great visuals. The animation was amazing. Very trippy visuals. I wasn't stoned when I see this, but I coming up here for 420, I will probably smoke a bunch and rewatch this again. I really wanted to get into getting this open so that I can watch this alternate universe mode, which is like, this movie's about close to 2 hours long, but there is an alternate universe mode on this, on the home video release, that's like about 2.5 hours long. Discover alternate scenes, plot lines, characters, and more with the filmmakers as your guide. So that when I heard about that, and I just heard about that like last week, I was like, ooh, that freaking sounds amazing. But yeah, I seriously love this movie. 5 out of 5 stars, easily. Easily one of my favorite Spider-Man movies. I would say it's in the top 5. I would say definitely number 1. If I had to, it's been a while since I've seen the other Spider-Man movies, the first 3 and the Amazing Spider-Mans. But I would say this is number 1. Homecoming is number 2. I loved Homecoming, so good. I like Tom Holland as Spider-Man. That might be an unpopular opinion. Some people maybe don't like him as much, or probably more than they did Andrew Garfield. But a lot of people are like, oh, the Tobey Maguire ones were the best. It's like, I don't know. I just really loved Homecoming. But But anyways, let's get into this. There's the back with, and this has got how many different Spider-Mans does this one got? This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different Spider-Mans. You got, well, I guess you got Spider-Gwen. I guess you can't necessarily call her Spider-Man. So you got Spider-Gwen. There's an anime Spider-Man. I can't remember what the hell her name was. You got Miles Morales, who is the main Spider-Man. You got Peter Parker from an alternate universe. And then there's another one who ends up dying. And that's kind of where it happens, where the alternate universe happens, basically because is it Victor Fisk? I don't even know what it says here. I think no, is it Victor Fisk? I think it might be Victor Fisk. I can't remember now. But he basically creates alternate dimensions, and then all the different Spider-Mans, which there's going to probably be more because they're planning on another sequel or more movies of this. But he basically creates an alternate universe where different Spider-Mans show up. And Miles first realizes that when he goes to the initial Peter Parker's grave, and at that point, at that point he didn't realize that he was a Spider-Man yet, because he gets bitten by a spider, radioactive spider, or whatever type spider, when he is down in the sewers doing some graffiti. He gets bit. I think he does realize. It's been a while since I've seen this, but he does realize that he doesn't realize he got bit by the spider, and then when he's at the grave of the initial Peter Parker who dies, he's shooting webs. He's like, whoa! He can't. He basically, it takes him a while to basically control his powers. So then this other different universe Spider-Man, he ends up showing up when he's at his gravesite, and then it kind of goes from there. And then Spider-Man Noir shows up. Then Spider-Ham shows up, and these are all real characters. I had never really heard. I guess I was gonna say I never really heard of these other ones. I saw some stuff where people thought Spider-Ham was something from the Simpsons movie. It's like, no, Spider-Ham has been around. I didn't necessarily know this, but I knew that he wasn't based on from the Simpsons movie, like Spider, or doesn't call him Spider-Ham in the Simpsons movie. It's been a long time since I've seen the Simpsons movie, but he's been a character since like '83, like mid '80s, and there's different. And I actually looked this up when I heard about the Spider-Ham, but there's different animal versions of characters. So there's Duckpool. There's all these different animal versions of these characters, which if you look some of them up, they're pretty like there's Panda Pool. There's different animal versions of Deadpool, but yeah, there's different versions of that, and I didn't realize there was this anime version of Spider-Man 2, and it's basically like a robot that's really the Spider-Man, but then there's this girl who kind of controls it, and that's, get closer here, that's who that is right there. Yeah, I love this movie. And there was other funny parts of this movie, but one of the funniest parts was at the very end of the movie, at the end credits, Spider-Man 2099 goes back into the meme with the two Spider-Mans where they're pointing at each other like, hey, Oh god, that shit was so funny. But yeah, this is such a good movie. I'm gonna keep repeating it probably, but yeah, it is in my opinion the number one Spider-Man movie out there. I haven't seen other animated Spider-Man movies, but this was really good. So not super, you know, crazy. So this is the front here. You got your Miles Morales in his new Spider-Man suit. He kind of gets this kind of towards the end of the movie, and then you got the back, which is kind of just his logo on his suit. Get that coat out of the way so you don't see that. But yeah, a lot of and then we'll take the discs out here. So here's this is the Blu-ray. They usually put some artwork on the Blu-rays nowadays. DVDs maybe not so much. Like this, yeah, this one doesn't have any artwork on the Blu-ray, or on the Blu-ray, but on the DVD. So there's the DVD there. Then you got your inside, which if you get close enough without getting too crazy, you can see how it kind of got the little comic book dots. There was a lot of that in the movie. A lot of comic book type art. I want to say, I think there was some, you know, thought bubbles and stuff like that. There was a very, one of the better Stan Lee tributes, and this, you know, this obviously came out after he had died. Not too long after he had died, maybe about, maybe a month or so. So probably at that point they didn't necessarily know. Yeah, it's Alexa, when did Stan Lee die?
Stan Lee died on November 12th, 2018 at the age of
November 12th, and this came out.
Failure and congestive heart failure.
Yeah, and this came out. Alexa, when did Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse come out?
The film Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was released on December 14th, 2018.
December 14th. So he said November 12th, December 14th. So yeah, like a month. So at that point, and I want to say, I think I read somewhere that he was going to play a little bit different, maybe more of a meaner character. But he basically, after the main Peter Parker in the very beginning of the movie dies, he gets a Spider-Man suit, and Stan Lee is the one who sold it to him. And then there's a very nice tribute in the mid-credits scene. Yeah, very good tribute to him. Amazing artwork, very trippy. There's the front, and then there was the inside. There's the back, and you got your spine there. So yeah, Miles' dad is a police officer, and he pretty much has to hide it from him the whole movie. As I say, I don't want to give too much away, but one of the I was gonna say, I can't say that because that'd give it away. But very good story. Everything's good about this movie. Easily 5 out of 5. My opinion, best Spider-Man movie there is. It's good. It's good. So, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna wrap this review up and unboxing up. If you haven't seen Spider-Man Into the Universe, you have to see it, and I really want to see the alternate universe mode because I want to see how much is different. In each character, even though the main story is about Miles, each character gets their own time. There's not a whole lot of backstory on everybody, but there's enough to kind of know, enough about them to go, oh, okay. So, yeah. Very good movie. Spider-Man Into the Universe, 5 out of 5 stars. Definitely, in my opinion, like I said, the best Spider-Man movie that I've seen. I've seen all the Spider-Man movies, at least. I don't really watch any of the cartoons or anything like that, other than this. But this is an actual full-fledged movie, and yeah. If you're a Spider-Man fan, even if you're not a Spider-Man fan, this is if you're not a Spider-Man fan, you're not gonna obviously know everything. I didn't know all the characters either. You know, the Spider-Hams, and I knew who Spider-Gwen was, Gwen Stacy, but you know, Spider-Man Noir and some of those others, most of them I didn't really know. I knew Miles Morales, he's Ultimate Spider-Man, and I knew Victor. I swear his name's Victor Fisk. He's kind of associated with both Spider-Man and Daredevil, especially the Netflix series. He was on the first season. I think he's on the third season. I haven't even watched those yet, but now that they're all canceled, now I can start watching them. But he is pretty. Yeah, he's the main villain in this, and he's also, I think, one of the main villains in the Spider-Man game as well. So, anyways, before I ramble on too much longer, Spider-Man Into the Universe, amazing movie, 5 out of 5. Definitely check it out if you're a Spider-Man fan, even if you're not. It's worth checking out. Very good animation. That's why it won an Oscar for Best Animated Feature. I'm trying to remember the other options. I don't think anything was. It didn't have much competition, but even if it had, I think The Incredibles was one of the options too. And even though The Incredibles, and that's actually one of the movies I need to unbox as well. Even though that was a pretty good movie, it was hard to beat this. Very hard to beat this because it's I keep saying it, but it's such a good movie. I can't wait to rewatch it. So I'm not gonna rewatch it, tonight. Maybe I'll watch it this weekend. It's Monday, but I want to get this unboxed and watch it, and then watch it alternate universe mode. Some of the other features, I guess I'll ramble off here real quick before I go. Comes with an all new mini movie, Spider-Ham Caught in a Ham. Tribute to Stan Lee and Steve Ditko, the Ultimate Comics cast, the Spider-Verse Spider-Fan Easter Egg Challenge, lyric videos, and filmmaker commentary. Come on, focus. There you go. So that's the alternate universe mode. That's all the extra features. So, anyways, Spider-Man Into the Universe. See it. Gotta see it. 5 out of 5 stars. That's it. Peace. Oh, and like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Later.